Welcome back. FanDuel and DraftKings abruptly calling off their mega merger, amid mounting pressure from regulators. DraftKings CEO announcing the termination in a statement reading this, in part, "We believe it is in the best interests of our customers, employees, and investors to terminate our agreement to merge with FanDuel and move forward as a separate company." In full disclosure, our parent company, 21st Century Fox, is an investor in DraftKings. We want to bring in the Brewer Group CEO and former NFL star, Jack Brewer. Jack, great to see you.
Great to see you as well.
So the FTC had denounced this merger because it would create a company that would have controlled 90%, more than 90% of the U.S. market for paid fantasy sports. Obviously, it wasn't going to happen.
No, and it would be bad for the sport. You know, fantasy sports has really changed the whole landscape in professional sports, not just football, but basketball, baseball as well. These teams have, doubled and sometimes tripled their overall valuations just based on the participation of fantasy sports. You have almost 20% of the population in the U.S. that participate every year in fantasy sports. That's a big chunk, and you're talking about something that's been around for about 5 or 6 years.
You know what they did right, Jack, I think? I mean, my dad and I play every weekend on a FanDuel matchup. And you know what? And this is my dad who's, in his late 60s. Sorry, Dad, to give your age away. But you know what he does, Jack? He uses the app. I mean, the thing is so easy to use these days where you can just pick your team, you get your positions, you fill out your salary, and then you just pop it in there and it's on. I mean, it's like so easy that they made it so accessible for everybody in the States.
They did, and that's key. That's why viewership is up so high, because you can watch a game you care nothing about because you're watching one player and you're rooting for your fantasy game that day. So it really has changed sports.
And it's not just men that are playing, right? There are women on there as well. I mean, the demographic has definitely changed. I mean, you're talking about 20% of the population, but what percentage of that are women versus men?
I think it's just 20% of that, right?
20% of the total population. The majority are men. I think over 89% are men.
That's what I'm saying. It's like it's under 20% that are women of that.